it's Christmas time. That's what's upon us. Is there really a limit? Does it just happen after Thanksgiving? Seems to happen before Thanksgiving. I'm sick of Christmas, to be honest. I don't know. I think I'm just numb to it. I don't like hearing the Christmas songs on the radio. I don't like going into the supermarket and hearing the Christmas songs there. I don't like seeing the Christmas crap in the hobby stores all the way back in September. But I feel a little bit less Christmassy as the years go on. You see, I was very much in the Christmas spirit once, but I can tell you the true degradation of my spirit in the holiday has been my numerous scuffles with a man named Santa Claus. It happened in the year 2005, when I was an undisclosed young age, and Santa Claus failed to bring me the one item I had on my Christmas list, the Golden Armor Batman action figure. I didn't care that he was just a repaint of an action figure I already had. I wanted that one, damn it. Santa Claus didn't bring him to me, so the year after that, I was waiting on the roof of my house with a Roman candle launcher I made out of PVC pipes. It had these totally sick-ass rotating barrels that I attached to a power drill, so it was like a minigun, except it fired from all the barrels at the same time, so it was kind of a wild card. I called it the Dragon's Tongue. I felt like a little badass. I had the John Rambo headband on, and I had a bandolier of extra Roman candles across my chest. As soon as I heard that jingling, I was ready. I started loading the candles in, and I saw the sleigh bouncing around with that red-nosed bastard at the front of it, and I just opened fire on that thing. I said, "Hey, you fat man, eat this!" Except it didn't sound like that. It sounded more like ew, 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 because, you know, it's the high-pitched of the Roman candles. And Santa Claus was dodging and weaving, because you don't know, Santa Claus was a fighter pilot in World War II. Luftwaffe's best pilot. Zoom, 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 zooming around, dodging all of the missiles and shit. And he takes out a smaller sack and he starts swinging it around. Whoom, throws it at me, boom, knocks me off of the roof, and I tumble down, and I hit the grass. And I see this sack rolling off the roof after me. Boom, it hits me in the face, and everything just turns black. I mean, it was nighttime, but everything turns black, and I think I'm blind. I move my hands out to my face, and I feel this powder. No, it was coal. It was a sack of coal that he threw at me, the son of a bitch. So, the year after that, it was landmines. I figure, I'm not going up there again. I'll just blow up the roof as soon as he touches down on it. That is assuming that he would actually show up. I made sure to be extra good that year, because Santa Claus cannot pick and choose. Santa Claus adheres to the rules of naughty and nice. If you are naughty, you get nothing. You get coal. If you are nice, you get presents. It doesn't matter if Santa Claus likes you, alright? Kim Jong-un got presents a couple years because he was good for a little while, alright? Santa Claus does not care for communism, but if you're a good kid, you gotta get presents. Except if you're African, because Santa Claus doesn't give a shit about Africa. So he touches down on the roof, and the landmines all go boom, 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 boom. And I run outside and I look, haha, because I think he's dead. And I'm sure that he's dead because there's raining chunks of venison all over the lawn. I pick up Rudolph's big ol' meaty leg. He's got toned from all that galloping through the sky. And I just took a bite out of it. Oh my god. Such tender cooked to perfection meat. I put the ladder up there, climb up there with the leg in my mouth like a pirate holding a sword in his mouth. I go up there and I look for bits of Santa Claus, but there's nothing there. And I see the shadow looming over me, blocking out the moonlight. And it's Santa Claus. Half of his suit's on fire. He's got burn scars over half his face. And he just raises a whip, because he drives those reindeer with a whip. And he cracks me across the chest with it. My shirt gets torn open. And there's blood everywhere. And I wipe off the blood, and I see a little bit of the bones sticking out, because I got my ribs right there. And Santa Claus says, "I'm not allowed to kill kids, but I can hurt them real bad." He starts kicking me while I'm down with his big old galoshes. And then one more kick would kill me. Nothing happens, and I look up, and nobody's there. All the bits of reindeer were cleaned up, sleigh was gone, burning Santa was gone. So when I have to explain to my parents what happened, I have no choice but to omit Santa Claus from the story. So as you can understand, my dad was pretty upset about that. This whole shebang went on for a few years. A couple of times I made expeditions up to the North Pole with a couple of shotguns and a duffel bag and two submachine guns I bought from my boys over in Colombia. And I went over there and tried to kill Santa Claus. A number of elves died, very courageously defending Santa Claus's life and honor. Mrs. Claus had a couple of ninja stars baked into her cookies, so when she threw the cookies at me, I got ninja stars at me. I got so many scars from my numerous battles with Santa Claus. One year we did, we got close to reconciliation. I was just sitting there on my front porch waiting for Santa Claus to show up, and he just touched down without much of an incident. His scars were healed pretty nicely. My scars were not healed nicely because I'm not made of magic. And I said, "Hey, Santa Claus, I want to bury the hatch." And he said, "Well, oh, ho, 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 that sounds real good, kid." And we shook hands, and we both pulled out guns at the same time. And we both fanned the revolvers like the Old West, boom, 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 in rapid succession. And we missed each other completely. You know, those single-action revolvers take a long time to reload. Didn't Alec Baldwin play Santa Claus once? Those single-action revolvers take a long time to reload. We didn't bring any extra cartridges, because what kind of chump brings extra ammo to a gunfight? And so we had to just kind of look at each other real awkwardly like, and just go our separate ways. He didn't bring me shit that year. I don't blame him. I got into a little scuffle in the girls' bathroom that year. 8th grade was a hell of a time. But anyway, numerous unrelated scuffles with me being unoriginal in my approach of killing Santa Claus, or trying to at least, were futile in the years that have passed. But I have taken my fair share of trophies. One year I got a little thing of his beard. One year I kidnapped an agent of his alive because he sent this little gingerbread man to come and kill me with a little, little syringe of little gumdrop. No, he had gumdrop. The gumdrops on the gingerbread man were made of cyanide, and so he was going to slip me one in my drink or something when he wasn't when I wasn't noticing. This guy was only 3 inches tall, so he could run around everywhere like a spy. I got him alive, and I tortured him. I didn't go the route of a glass of milk. No, I had a blowtorch. I cooked him to crispy perfection. And I fed him bits of his own gumdrops and watched him foam at the mouth. He went like, He died horribly, but his pain was short-lived because, cyanide works quick, especially on somebody that small. But I was able to determine that he came from Santa Claus, and so I had his burned-up, cyanide-ridden body mailed over to Santa Claus in my next letter to the bastard. If I thought ahead, I would put some anthrax in that son of a bitch, but I didn't. I wanted to play fair, because ha-ha, Santa Claus, you tried to kill me and you failed. That was our tit-for-tat for the year. I didn't need to. Well, I did try to kill him earlier in the year because I had the same idea of sending an assassin. And Santa Claus didn't even send me the guy's head. Every year he sends me one of the guy's fingers. So I'm pretty sure my assassin is still alive. I should probably look for the guy. I don't know what's happening to him now. Santa Claus is a crafty bastard. So if he's got something against you, he's going to make it last. But anyway, this past year, he brought a couple of elf agents with him in order to infiltrate the house on Christmas night. And I was just waiting in this chair right here that you can't see. And I was just waiting for Santa Claus. I had two .45 automatics under my shirt. I didn't have a shirt on. I was just wearing the 45s because, when you're going to die, you may as well not wear a whole lot of clothes. And I was ready to just go out all Desperado style on Santa Claus. But his elf agents came in. They rappelled down and crashed through the window with M16s. And they shot at me. Boom, 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 boom. And I got shot all over. I slumped down and I was dead. Or was I? See, I didn't actually have no shirt on. I had one of those muscle suits on that the bodybuilders use. Or the fake body, or whatever. And I had a bulletproof vest on under that. So they thought they were shooting my skin. But they didn't. They were shooting the vest. I had a layer of strawberry syrup underneath that. So it made all a bunch of red when they shot me. And so these guys affixed the bayonets and they moved in on me and they started poking what they thought was my dead body. And Santa Claus came in. Boom, boom, boom. Is he dead? That's how Santa Claus talks. Is he dead? And the elf said, he's dead, sir. And when they weren't looking, I pulled out my two .45 automatics. Boom, 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 boom. Blasted the elves to nothingness. And Santa Claus said, I knew you'd try something, you bastard. He pulls out a bunch of throwing knives out of his boots and He's good at throwing those things. Mrs. Claus taught him how to throw knives, and if you did not know, Mrs. Claus is the illest knife thrower in the world is Mrs. Claus. She can nail you from a mile away. She's got a good arc on that thing. Santa Claus threw all his knives at me, but I was jumping around so they'd hit me right in the bulletproof vest, and then I reloaded my guns and boom, 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 like Santa Claus. I took out his knees. I took out Santa Claus's knees. And I went up to him, put my guns to his head, execution style, and said, "Tonight's the night you're gonna die, Saint Nick. I'm gonna cut off the rest of, I'm gonna cut off the rest of your beard and put it over my fireplace. You say your whatever." I said a lot of stuff that I shouldn't have, because in the moment that I took to monologue, he touched his nose. And if you don't know, when he touches his nose, that activates his go-uppy powers, and he shot straight right through the roof. He destroyed my roof again. He killed a family of rats that were living up there. He went right through my roof and rocketed up into the sky. I saw the silhouette of him going across the moon like E.T., and that was last year. We've got a couple of days left until Christmas, so I want your suggestions of how I'm finally going to kill this fat bastard. I don't know. I mean, if I round up a couple of kids, that'd make a good offer to Krampus, because I know that he and Krampus are on good terms, and have been for the past 200 years. But if I can shatter that peace, then I will be able to start the war again. Santa Claus is my mortal enemy. The elves are my mortal enemy. The reindeer are my mortal enemy. But I would kill the reindeer even if I didn't have a problem with them, because those things are so damn delicious. You know why I don't get coal in my stocking anymore? Because I don't hang up my stocking. Good night, everybody.